Welcome to the VNN Lifestyle News Show. Let's take a look back at some of our favorite stories aired right here on VNN in May. The Village's Homeowners Advocates, or VHA, once again welcomed the Village's developer Mark Morse to the stage at the Sharon L. Morse Performing Arts Center May 10th for the annual chat with a new and exciting talk show format that was entertaining as well as informative.
A lot has changed since we were here 40 years ago. Some of it's really, really good, and some of it I'm not too happy about, but a lot, the world keeps changing. And what you guys want out of a community keeps changing, and therefore we keep changing with what you guys want, and that's the beauty of having this constructive interface that we have with the VHA.
The 2023 Atlantic hurricane season begins Thursday, and on May 8th, villagers were able to get lots of information at the 16th Annual Hurricane Expo held at Savannah Center.
Coming down here, we got a lot of residents that have never been through a hurricane. So this gives those folks a chance to get here, get a lot of great information about what to be prepared for. We have information here at our table, and also all the other folks that here, the fire department, the police departments, docks restoration, insurance companies. That's what it's all about. Have things in your house that you're all set up so that when we get here in the hurricane season, officially June 1st, we'll have that stuff just in case something comes in our direction.
The main purpose of the Hurricane Expo is to showcase services that are available to the residents to help prepare them for a storm, but it's also to help after a storm too if there's damage. There are 3 county emergency management agencies here, we have the National Weather Service here, and a lot of different vendors that can help you prepare and recover from an event.
Up next, students receive financial support.
Stay with us. More Villages Lifestyle News is coming up right after this on VNN.
You want to enjoy your home, we know. To live well is to eat well. Docks Restorations knows you want a beautiful kitchen to enjoy your favorite meals with your family. Licensed, bonded, and insured, we can make it happen. Bathroom? We work with trusted brands and American-made materials for a squeaky clean result. Family owned and operated for over 14 years, experienced craftsmen and design consultants. We stand on it. We'll make you look like a million. It's up to you what you tell your neighbors. And much more. So relax. Docks Restorations will take care of it all for you. One company, one source, one solution.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. A cleaning improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible, so call for a free inspection today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
This is VNN.
The Buffalo Booster Club creates a special connection with students at the Village's charter school. Earlier this month, club president Gary Nellman says they hosted a meeting they look forward to every year, the awarding of student scholarships.
We collect money throughout the year for scholarships, and then this is the day that we get to recognize 10 scholarship winners that the committee of the Booster Club has selected. And it's a highlight. We've invited their parents to be here, and we want to honor them at our meeting. We also know they're going to be recognized at the Savannah Center on the 16th of May. but we want our boosters to recognize them right here. They have to write an essay, tell us what sports they were in, how they did in some of those sports, their community hours that they put in, things like that. And they write this essay and why they would like to have the scholarship. This committee narrows it down. They narrowed it down to 12 this year. It's amazing. Last year at the first football game, I had 2 students come up to me and said, "Thank you so much. It gives us the extras that we sometimes need." Even though I know some of these students probably get a full ride for a lot of things, but there's other schools that it costs more than that. And so it helps with their books, it helps with any incidentals.
Yeah, I want to recognize Coach Patty sitting over there looking at his phone.
It just warms our hearts. That's why we're going to have a large group of boosters here today, because they want to see. And we have heard from these kids because they come weekly and talk to us, different ones. And now they get to see, they were successful on the athletic field. They're doing it academically, put them together, and we're going to recognize them.
Each student received a $1,500 scholarship. Also earlier this month, more than 100 students from Wildwood Middle High School, South Sumter High School, Sumter Prep Academy, and the Villages High School walked into a senior hiring fair, and more than half of them left with job offers.
It's a great opportunity, and I honestly recommend that if your school is hosting it, please go to it. There's a lot of opportunities that go along with it, and you can actually find not just the career you're planning to go to, but a new opportunity completely different from what you thought in the beginning. They have a ton of contacts, where I can get started with the trade, different mechanical associations and companies that I can work for, or even ask for more specifications of job direction and career planning. Yeah, you see all the opportunities in one place, and that's amazing.
What we're really targeting are the students coming out of high school into the workforce that either maybe don't have college plans or don't have military plans, or there you go, we just hired one. Just students who maybe don't have their plans set in place for post-graduation, and this gives them an opportunity to get in with a local business to support our community. We've got such an advantage in this community because we've got such growth going on at a time where maybe the economy isn't necessarily signaling great strength. Our economy is still strong, and our growth is strong, our businesses are strong, and our partnerships that we're able to do just provide such an advantage to our students that we didn't have 10, 15, 20 years ago. A lot of the jobs that we're preparing kids for today don't even exist today. We don't know what the jobs of 5 years from now, 10 years from now look like, and there are so many jobs out there that students just don't know about. I mean, there are jobs out there that we don't know about because they're specialties in a particular area, and so our job is to prepare well-rounded students that can step into any job and be trained for the particulars by the business itself.
We've had several students that still are in careers in construction and healthcare that have left the school district. Some of them have come to the hiring fair with certifications and were hired immediately. Some of them came and had no plan whatsoever and now have a job and a career right here in Sumter County. We would love to have you reach out to us at Sumter County Schools. You can call us, you can email me, casey.ferguson@sumter.k12.fl.us. I'd love to have a conversation with you about how you can partner with our schools to help our students become more employable and get high-paid, high-demand, high-skilled jobs in the area.
17 students were hired on the spot, 16 were recruited into the military, and 43 students were given offers during this senior hiring fair hosted by the Sumter County School District. The class of 2023 at the Villages High School and Wildwood Middle High School graduated this month. Here are some images captured from those ceremonies. After this short break, a Dragon Boat team gets a new head coach.
Rocking, dancing,
Shake your body, baby, do that conga.
relaxing, or romancing. Thank you for listening to Your Village's soundtrack, WVLG.
The best mix of music, the songs you love. Your Village's soundtrack, WVLG.
The revolutionary Power to Golf Club requires no swing to hit golf shots from 50 up to 225 yards. That's right, no swing. It's empowering golfers with physical issues to continue enjoying time golfing with friends and family. With just the push of a button, the easy-to-use Power to Golf Club launches shots down the fairway and onto the green. Whether a physical issue or just want to join in on the fun, the Power to Golf Club is for you. Visit online, powergolfclub.com.
Lee Sarozak was an original member for the Leatherneck Warriors Dragon Boat team. After 15 years in the sport, the Village Hacienda resident thought he had retired, but the team came calling and he is now their head coach.
It's like a family. You have usually 35 to 45 people on a team, and everybody supports each other, and it's just a real family atmosphere. Well, I'm new on this team. I've been the USA coach, and I've been the coach of several other teams started here. In fact, our group is the one that started this about 15 years ago. And they came and said, our coach just quit us, and we need somebody. We're kind of desperate, so they had to be desperate to ask me. So anyway, I said, well, let's look at each other for about a week. And anyway, we went up for a workout, and they liked it and came back and said, no, we'd like you to be coach. And I was kind of hoping to retire, but like I say, these people grow on you, they're like a family. I mean, they really are. They're great. So I'm enjoying it so much. We do a lot of weight training. I know what muscles to work on to get ready for dragon boating. We do it twice a week, and they're really responding well to it, and really it's giving them a lot more power. We paddle 3 days a week, work out at least 2, sometimes 3 on weights. But this is the first year, and so far we've had 2 races and got 2 gold medals, so they're feeling good, but they're working out awful hard, which is great. Well, the Nationals are coming up the last week in July, and so we're hoping to put a team or 2 in there, and so I think they'll do really well too. But we have a race every month for 10 races, and with the big one culminating at Lake Hernando, and that's the biggest one of the year.
Under Lee's leadership, the team spends 2 days each week at his home working on strength training. It's paying off, as recently the Leathernecks Warriors captured a gold medal at the Claremont Dragon Boat Festival. For 12 years, Village of Fenny resident Mary Lee Cairns has been teaching a head-to-toe aerobics class. During that time, she was in a car accident that turned her world upside down.
I was kind of misdiagnosed, and therefore I ended up being paralyzed from the neck down. And I needed emergency surgery. The neurosurgeon did emergency surgery, but he also told me that he couldn't promise me any function back, that his goal was to save my life. But then in his experience, because it had been 3 to 4 days since the accident, I would never get out of a bed again, and I would never walk again, and I would need a breathing machine. But through the grace of God and people's prayers and my hard work, I am able to walk again, and I use a walker. I still have partial paralysis, but I do life pretty well. I had to work on getting well, but also had to work on aging to make it work, to make myself more healthy. And there was many things I couldn't do on land that I could do in the water that were going to benefit me both places. It's made a huge difference in my life. I don't think that I would be as functional as I am if I didn't have this. When I don't have it, I miss it. I get very sore, I get a lot more pain, I get stiff, I get muscle cramping. So it's a benefit to me, enormous. Purpose of the class is to maintain the function of our bodies as we age. So I work on strengthening, stretching, lots of joint movement for arthritis, and balance and aerobics, all so that we can stay well as we age. And then it also is able to accommodate anybody who has injuries or issues and work on them in a way that many of the other classes don't. You'd be surprised how many people have their own stories. And that's one of the things that I've been very humbled by. Whether it may not be quite as dramatic as the story that I'm telling, but it's equally as big of a deal to them in their lives. There's one woman that's going to be here today who had many, many years ago a serious accident on her arm. She has so much pain and sensitivity that even air over one arm is painful, and yet she finds a way, and we've found a way to alter things so that she can exercise with us.
This class uses weights to help build up strength in their arms. They use the wall of the pool to do their stretching, and they wrap up the class with more aerobic exercise. Head-to-toe aerobics is offered from 9 to 9:50 a.m. Monday and Wednesday at Spanish Moss Recreation. For so many villagers, once they retire, they finally have that free time to pursue hobbies and other activities they have always wanted to do. Here's Ray Delago in the VNN newsroom with a look inside one of those unique groups, the Lake Mayona Water Ski Club, which is celebrating its 15th year in this community.
15 years ago, Village of Ashland resident Bob Smalley decided he wanted to water ski. He put an ad in the village's Daily Sun to see if other area residents would be interested in joining him, and it took off from there.
Got a couple to get involved. That snowballed into that many more. We only had 8 the first season. Then the next season we moved up to 12. We had 4 more. Then the next season we moved up. We're now at about 24 per season. Unfortunately, there is a fear that people have, especially if they are not from Florida. And that fear seems to keep a lot of people away. We're talking about the fear of the creatures that float around on the surface of this lake. But we have not seen one for over 8 years. And they are afraid of the boat and will not come anywhere near a water skier.
This close-knit group has about 24 members who like to get up early 3 days a week to hit the open waters. Bob didn't take up this water hobby until he was 46, and now you can find him barefoot skiing any chance he gets. He says the club is always looking for more residents to join them.
We start them off the boom, okay? And they start off the boom on 2 skis and are always very successful. Then we hand them a handle, which is 5 feet off the boom, and they try it that way, and they're almost always very successful. And then eventually they get off the long line. So it's a progression that makes it much easier to learn to ski than it was 20 or so years ago. Some of the things we've accomplished is a human rope off the barefoot boom, where one of us is the rope and the other one is the barefoot water skier. The other one we've done is a pyramid. We've made a pyramid 3 or 4 times so far in the past. Pam is always at the top. Most people enjoy the fact that they're out here either doing something that they've never done before or something that they've done a long time ago. One of the most common comments I get is they love to start the day water skiing.
With the spring season here, they expect an increase in membership. If you'd like to get involved, send an email to Bob at smalleyrobt@aol.com. They can be found at Lake Mayona Park 7 a.m. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. From the VNN Newsroom, I'm Ray Delago.
Coming up next, 2 families receive keys to their new homes.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN. Broadcasting and streaming live from Lake Sumter Landing in a small building with big windows near the water. AM 640, 102.7 and 104.5 FM. Your soundtrack to the Villages. WVLG Wildwood.
Plaza Lincoln in Leesburg is your destination for luxury. During our spring sales event, enjoy financing as low as 1.9 APR. Plus, current Lincoln owners receive $1,500 bonus cash when trading toward a new Nautilus.
We also offer certified pre-owned Lincolns with a 6-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Experience Lincoln today at our showroom, on our website, or even at your home or office.
At Plaza Lincoln, our drive to be the best starts with you.
Highway 441 across from the Leesburg Airport.
This year, students in the Village's High School's Construction Management Academy accepted the challenge of helping to build 2 homes in partnership with Habitat for Humanity Lake Sumter. On April 20th, Victoria and Debbie Duquette got the chance to celebrate all of the hard work and dedication by the students and Habitat volunteers at a dedication ceremony for their first ever brand new home, sponsored by Citizens First Bank.
This key is more, or unlocks more than just this front door. This key unlocks a successful future for this family. And we are so thankful and blessed to be a part of this. We are so thankful that we had these students to work on this house. This isn't a house, it's a home. And Debbie, this morning you woke up, the place you were living. Tonight you get to lay your head down in your own home. How exciting is that?
It's surreal.
Yep.
It's like, pinch me. Is this really happening?
We are in a new, safe, affordable, clean house and neighborhood that I can't express. Like we actually can flourish.
I love that the kids get the opportunity to do something like this, to give back. And also learn.
And be proud.
You know what I mean?
They have some confidence.
They can come back years later and be like, hey, tell their kids, hey, I built that house when I was in school. That is so cool. You know what I mean? Like just the experience and everything and the love that they're showing us for even doing it.
Yep. And it's a great legacy, you know, for the house itself and for them. You know, we share it, they share it with us. It's not, you know, it's their home too. You know, they built it. These kids are so cool.
And thank you.
Yeah, they're so cool. They just have so much integrity, character. They're funny. They're great to be around, and they're enjoying themselves, learning. You know, and we're getting blessed.
Oh, just thank you for everybody that was a part of it.
Yeah, you can't say
really
thank you
means a
enough.
lot.
Yeah, or it's deep enough even to say thank you.
I'm gonna stage it.
Then on April 24th, it was time for the dedication ceremony for house number 2, belonging to Shannon McPherson and her son, Devin.
It's surreal because I put my dream of having a home on the back burner. The day that Veronica called me, I'll never forget where I was. Just like the day I'll never forget, you know, I was a mom. Say 9/11, the day my parents died, you know, that's this significant to me. In putting it in perspective, what it does to my heart, huge. It's untouchable. There's not one word that can encapsulate how I feel today.
So that's Miss Shannon. She's wonderful. She's put a lot of time and energy in. I can hear her crying in the distance right now. She, like I said, she struggled a lot, so the opportunity for her to express her gratitude is always very emotional for her. You would think maybe eventually it would normalize, but every family we help is so unique and so individualized with their story and what their journey through the program looks like. So, you know, you think, oh, it's, you know, just another dedication, but you spend a year, anywhere from 6 months up to a year, learning the family and getting to know them and getting to see them interact. So I'm emotional every time.
The McPherson's home build was sponsored by Romac Distribution. Habitat's Youth Construction Academy program also partners with Leesburg High School, South Lake High School, and Eustis High School in Lake County. Through the program, 15 homes have been completed. Next year, students in Wildwood Middle High School's new Construction Academy program will work on a home build as well. Up next, we're going to close out this show.
Stay with us. More Village's lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN.
You're here to have fun.
lots of fun. We're Lake Nutrition Center, your health food store. We offer vitamins, supplements, immune boosters, gluten-free and plant-based options that will support your health. We're here to help you feel better, sleep better, manage your stress of those pickleball tournaments, navigate the traffic circles, and help you with your golf game. We look forward to meeting you and helping you stay healthy and have more fun.
G50, G50.
B15, bingo! In your face, Earl!
She said G50. I got bingo.
When you have hearing problems, it's the little details you miss.
We can help. Take our 7-day free trial. In your face, Earl.
Elite Hearing Centers of America. From hearing problems to hearing solutions.
Brownwood Birders President Stan Lavender has been fascinated by birds dating back to when he was earning his Boy Scout merit badge. Once he retired and moved to the Villages, he quickly noticed some different feathered friends. He led a bird watching for beginners event earlier this month, hosted by the Villages Recreation and Parks Department.
When I moved to the Villages 10 years ago from up north, I saw a lot of birds that I just didn't recognize. And I really like to know what's out and about and around me, and I just love all parts of nature, and birding is part of one of them. For new birders that would like to learn about birding, it's a perfect way to get out and do it. We have a nice crowd here today. We're going to walk the Richmond Trail, which will have a lot of songbirds out, and you can hear them. We're going to do birding by ear. We're going to do birding by sight. We're going to see probably at least 15 to 20 species here today. This is a time of year in May when we still have some migratory birds returning from South America and the Caribbean that are heading north and going back to a lot of places where people came from before they moved to the Villages. We're going to talk about how to use binoculars. If you need binoculars, we're going to talk about birding by ear, because we're going to hear a lot of these birds before we see them. We're going to talk about new applications from the Cornell Lab of Ornithology that will help you identify birds, and we'll also have a lot of fun along the way and just get to know each other. The Brownwood Birders, we're getting into the slow part of the year, but we still have meetings on the second Tuesday of every month at Lake Okahumpka Rec Center. This month, our guest speaker is going to be Elizabeth Stakenborg, who is going to talk about birding in Hawaii and the conservation of birds in Hawaii, and she's going to primarily focus on the island of Kauai. And if you'd like to see that, come on down and visit with us at Lake Okahumpka Rec.
The Brownwood Birders meet at 9 a.m. Tuesdays at Lake Okahumpka Recreation. Well, we just packed a lot of stories into just one show, and we hope you enjoyed seeing them once again.
Thanks for watching your VNN Lifestyle News Show.
So one of the favorite things I experience as an audiologist is, this is going to sound weird, it's earwax removal. It's called cerumen management professionally. So what we do with the Villages Health is we use a device called the irrigator. It is the coolest device. Most people call it almost like an ear spa, like you're getting a massage. It's body temperature water that comes out in a steady flow that almost feels like your ear canal is getting massaged. It takes seconds in most cases, minutes every once in a while. The wax comes out and you're feeling great. So you don't have to be a patient of the Villages Health. Our audiologists are specialists that take just about every insurance. We're happy to adopt you just for earwax removal.